Intro to Design Critique.
Critique is an essential component of design, communication, and learning, and can be described as a process by which individuals share the design work with others in order to get feedback and identify points of strength and weakness within the design. It's an iterative process, which means that it's ongoing and focused primarily on improving the design work. In this class, you'll be creating artifacts, which you'll share with your peers in order to get feedback on the quality of what you're doing. Consequently, critique is essential for design and learning because it helps you develop an understanding of the quality of your work and identify steps that you need to take in order to progress in your development. However, it is important to note that not all critique is created equal. So, when giving and receiving critique, it's important to ask the question, how does this critique add value to your work? As well as, what did you learn from the critique process? So let's take a look at a critique done poorly. This is Bob and Jane. They're taking graphic design, digital technology, and learning.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi Jane. How are you?
Hey Bob. I'm good, thanks. Just getting some fresh air before working on my portfolio. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Listen, can you do a critique for me on a design piece I'm working on for our class?
Sure. I'd love to. Let's see it.
Here it is. I've been working on the design for a while. What do you think?
Wow. It's cool. It looks great. Good job. You're so talented and awesome. I could never do something like that.
Thanks.
Well, I should probably get back to working on my portfolio. It was nice to see you in person. Take care.
Cool. Thanks for the feedback. We'll see you around and good luck working on your portfolio.
Thanks, Bob. You too. Have a good day.
Thanks, Jane. So, in the design world, this critique is pretty much useless. Although Jane is being very complimentary, the feedback doesn't add any value, unless you count the fact that she thinks Bob is awesome. But, does knowing that you're awesome help you in the next stage of your process? Not so much. Now let's roll that back and take a look at how the critique could be more useful to Bob.
Listen, can you do a critique for me on a design piece I'm working on for our class?
Sure. I'd love to. Let's see it.
Here it is. I've been working on the design for a while. What do you think?
Wow. It looks really cool. I like that you've used a symmetrical design with simple shapes. That helps to focus on the important aspects of the design. I also like how you have used radial balance with a circle in the middle, and the use of white space helps to create a sense of visual unity.
Thanks.
I'm wondering if you could adjust the proportion of the screen so that it becomes more dominant. It might be good to use more color. The monochromatic color scheme lacks energy.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe I'll try that for the next iteration. Thanks.
My pleasure. Let me know how it goes and I'd be happy to provide more feedback for the next phase. Well, I should probably get back to working on my portfolio. It was nice to see you in person. Take care.
Cool. Thanks for the feedback. It really helped. Good luck working on your portfolio.
Thanks, Bob. You too. Have a good day.
Thanks, Bob and Jane. So Jane's second critique is much more useful. It's still complimentary, but is more specific in what she says is appealing about the design. She also uses language that is specific to design and identifies why something like radial balance is beneficial for this piece. She also provides constructive feedback on aspects of the design that may not be working. Again, this is specific and uses the language of design to provide a context. This also provides value to Bob's work. This is an essential part of design critique because it provides suggestions for revision. So when Bob has received this critique, he feels positive about the good things he's done, but knows that there is still some work to do. This leads us to some important things to keep in mind about critique. When you're giving it, be honest but not personal. Use terms that are specific to design principles. Saying something looks amazing is nice, but it's pretty much useless. What about it looks nice? Is it the color, the typography, the composition? It's important to give details. Start off with what is working. There are some things that should be kept in the artifact. Provide a justification for why. Identify what's not working. There are things that should be taken out of the artifact. Provide a justification for why. and identify what could be better. These are things that just need some improvement for the next iteration. When you're receiving critique, collect critique early and often, rather than spend a really long time coming up with the perfect composition and then sharing it, only to be told that it's not working, and then starting over. Start collecting feedback in your early stages. Make up a mock of your own design. Identify the main components of what you're trying to do, and share it. Don't take things personally. Remember that the point of critique is to help make the design better, and design can always be better. Collect critiques from multiple sources, and look for reoccurring themes. Each person will have their own interpretation of your work. Just because one person says something doesn't mean they're right. Keeping these things in mind will ensure that the feedback you receive from your peers helps you to develop in your understanding of design and learning.
Thanks for watching the Intro to Design Critique.